Hey guys, so I just finished blow drying my hair. I put it in some braids to keep it stretched and it is pinned back, as you can see. I actually have a video to record today, and I figured since I'm doing my makeup, which is something I don't know how to do, but we're gonna try. I figured I'd do a get ready with me chit chat because I realized I never introduced myself on my channel, so this is the perfect time. The hilarious part about this is, like I said, I don't usually do makeup. Like, I don't know anything about it, but I have a bunch of stuff. Most of it was sent to me. I didn't buy it because I don't know what to do with it really, so this is going to be hilarious. When I usually watch these videos, I see that people start with their brows first. Now, don't ask me how, because I feel like after you put on your foundation, you would F up your brows, but they don't. So I don't do anything to my brows. I do have this brow food by Aqua. It has a little pencil on one end, and then it has powder. So I'm just gonna, you know, comb my brows a little bit and then use the powder. I don't know what to do with that pencil, but so hopping right into it. Oh, and I have my laptop down here looking because I don't have a mirror. Well, at least not one I can sit in the light. But my name's Monique. I live in New York City. I live in Brooklyn. I'm from Washington, D.C. I've been here for going on 3 years now. This is actually my 3rd year, like a full year. So I moved late December of 2014. I can't believe it. And yeah, I've been here ever since. I am a travel writer. I also have a full-time job in Manhattan, and that's also where I do literally everything else. Like, I just come back to Brooklyn to sleep. On my laptop I look a hot mess. On this camera I look better, so hopefully you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Lately my skin has been crap. So like I was saying, I'm a travel writer. That does not necessarily mean that I get paid to travel, although I can travel and get paid, if that makes sense. I can also get, you know, things on the house or comped for writing about it. If you don't know by now, or if this is your first time watching me, my website is that's so unnecessary, wanderlessmyway.com, and you should definitely be following me on Instagram and, you know, Facebook and Twitter if you're into that sort of thing. So, second thing I will be using for my foundation is this Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. And I want to say this is a good shade for me. I know a lot of people who do makeup. I watch a lot of YouTube. A lot of people who do makeup get shades lighter. I feel like this is my shade and this is what I should be using. So, let's see. I saw someone do it like this. Instead of touching it, alright, we'll see what that does. I have my beauty blender. It is moist. Just gonna bounce that into my skin. So I would say how old I am, but it's irrelevant. You probably wouldn't believe me anyway. But I am old enough, and I am probably older than you. I do find that even in college, like, a lot of my friends were very younger than me. I want to say this looks so much better in my camera than it does on my laptop screen, and that's annoying because this is what I'm using. So back to the traveling thing, which is my love in my life. I don't really travel during the summer, but no, not even last year. I usually travel in off seasons. I kind of don't want to put any more of this on because this looks really good already in the camera. I hope y'all are seeing what I'm seeing. I usually travel in off season months. So like winter, spring, fall. First time on a plane wasn't until I was like 22 years old, going with some friends to Miami. I like to say I was deprived of travel as a child because my mom is like scared of everything. She's scared of planes, she's scared of boats. If she didn't have to get on escalators, I'm sure she wouldn't. So I went to Miami, and then I think a little bit after that, the next month after that, I like took a cruise to the Bahamas, and it was on and popping from there. Next I'm going to use my Naked Skin Urban Decay concealer. I ordered, you know, several shades lighter because that's what I see the YouTube beauty gurus do, and yeah, I hope this was a good idea. So some places I've been, let's start with my favorite city on earth. That would have to be Paris, France. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the French. I'm sure the French are not obsessed with Americans, but I freaking love French. Even though I can't speak it, I took it in high school for a year after taking Spanish for like 4 or 5 years, and I like absorbed French. But now I try to learn it on my own using little apps, and it does not work. So I'm gonna move to France. That is so not straight. I always wonder how people do this. So I'm gonna move to France and actually take a language course. But you can only stay there for a few months unless I get a job there and they sponsor my visa, which I doubt will happen. And I don't want to, because I want to, where else do people put this? Under their chin. I want to, yeah, I hope that's good. One of those. I think that's good. I want to move around and country hop, so moving to one place and like settling down there is not something I'm into. This is so interesting. I hope this turns out like half decent. Otherwise, you know, I'll just be looking like a monster and you guys would have gotten to know me a little more. Some other countries that I have visited. Oh, I should have done like that. That's what they do. I literally watch YouTube a lot and just like take mental notes, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that one day. I am going to do that. Other countries that I love, I recently went to Portugal this year. I specifically went to Lisbon and I loved it. I went to Spain. I only visited Madrid, even though everyone says do Barcelona. Loved it though. Like, I literally just sat around reading a book. I walked around a lot. That's one thing I do. I do love to walk around. I love to walk around when I'm visiting cities. I really love European architecture. That's why the first place I do want to move is Europe. Like, anybody can survive in like Southeast Asia or something, but I want to go to the most expensive continent on earth, pretty much. Okay, so this is looking all types of crazy. Hopefully it comes together in a little bit. I also have this Lancome translucence powder, and I'm pretty sure I ordered it way too dark because the shade up looked way too light for me. So we're gonna have to use this instead of, like, I think people call it setting. We are going to have to use this to, come on, to like frame my face a little bit. I saw one YouTuber who got it from the same place that I did, and she was like, she just used it like on her forehead and such. So let's try that. I wonder, is it as, as dark as I thought it would be. Can I just go ahead and slide this all over my face? Where else have I been this year? I went to Bali this year. Like, I'm obsessed with the movie Eat, Pray, Love. So I was super excited to finally make it there. And I've been to Thailand before and was not in love at all. And I know people are obsessed with Thailand. And I just don't see the hype. It was like, actually, it's one of my least favorite countries on earth. It was cool though. I'd visit again, especially to give it another shot. I have this like light spot right here that won't go away. I want to say all that concealer was for nothing because I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. So I feel like I'm about to pounce it out a little bit. It just did absolutely nothing for me. I wish I could just take it off. Then I'll have to start all over. Let's see if I can salvage this. I have like this light spot right here. It won't go away. Let's see. So yeah, I went to Bali, fell in love. That's definitely going to be one of the places that I move. And I just want to spend like 2 months there. Everywhere I want to spend 1, 2, 3 months. Because there's so much world to see, and why the freak not? I'm like really upset about this light spot. I don't know if you can see it. So highlight and contouring is not for someone like me at all. Next, what can I use? What can I use? I think, oh my gosh, I don't have my mascara here. I'm gonna go get that in a second, but let me do some eyeshadow and hopefully that comes out half decent. Sheesh. This is not for me. Some people just weren't meant to wear makeup. I don't see how people do this every single day. Put this in the crease. This is, you don't want to know. This is Wet n Wild eyeshadow. You don't want to know which one it is. Even though my mom liked the other color I'm about to use so much that she went and bought it. But because I don't wear makeup, it never made sense for me to buy more. Or buy some, you know, really professional kind, even though I will one day. I can't believe the one thing I don't have sitting in front of me is my mascara. So, I want to say I've been to Mexico twice this year. I don't usually repeat places, but why don't I just use this? I don't usually repeat places, but I wanted to go to Tulum this year. If you haven't heard of Tulum, Google it. Like, you will want to go. I wanted to go to Tulum this year and check that out. Just, you know, somewhere that was not Cancun. And then that was in January. So then in April I had to go back again because one of my friends whose wedding I was in wanted to have her bachelorette party in Cancun, because nowhere else, by the time we were ready to buy, nowhere else was like as cheap and would have been all-inclusive and things like that. So it was cheap and convenient. Not necessarily cheap, but cheaper than everywhere else we were considering. So we went there. I want to say for like the first 5 or 6 months of the year I was traveling international every month. February, I legit cannot remember where I went, which is sad. Like, it's just about the adventure to me. It's not so I can come back and tell everybody, hey, I went here, or I've been to X amount of countries. Like, I literally just enjoy traveling. And I learned later on that I enjoy writing about it. So that's where the travel writer comes in. This is like, I hate that it looks half decent on my camera, but on my laptop, I'm like, do I look crazy out here? Then it looks like I actually did contour right here, which I know I didn't, because I don't know how to contour, as you guys saw. Let me look for my mascara. Okay, found my mascara. It's just regular Sephora Full Action Extreme Effect Mascara. So let's get this on and popping. I'm upset that I can't remember where I went in February. Like, it was legit my goal to travel every month this year, and then things happened that I could not control, and it's literally why I'm about to make some major life changes so I can just travel non-stop, because I don't like people dictating my happiness. Traveling legit is one of the few things I can say make me happy. So in March I went to Bali. April I went back to Mexico, stayed in the Cancun versus Tulum region like I did in January. Also in January, I did three days in Playa del Carmen / Riviera Maya. I still don't know which one it was because the hotel's name was Senses Riviera Maya Playa del Carmen. So yeah. And I don't know, throughout the year, I went to Italy in May to Cinque Terre. It was my third time in Italy. Like I said, I don't repeat places, but you can't go wrong with Italy. And I just needed like a cheap place to go. Oh no. I needed a cheap place to go so I could like city or country hop. And Italy was perfecto for that. So I did Milan, which I've been to before. Did not enjoy it. It was nothing to really see. So this is a Sephora. It's a lip liner. It just says Rouge Gel. Oh, the color is 15 Rosewood. But Italy is one of those places you can go to again and again, and it's different every time. There's just so much to see. It's so big. So before in Italy, I've been to the Amalfi Coast, where I went consisted of Positano, Sorrento. I did Capri during this trip. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Capri, Amalfi, and then I stayed in this little town called Meta, and then on my last day, stayed in Naples and flew out of there because that is the airport that you need to go to. Where else have I been in Italy? Milan, like I said. Venice, amazing, even though people were saying it's overrun by tourists now, and they're even like anti-tourists. This is Melted Matte. It's by Too Faced. The color is Queen Bee. Okay, Queen Bee. And I actually love this. For like, I bought it in like a nude, it was like a kit that came with a whole bunch of samples of different things. And this is one of my favorites. So I just like blow on it a little bit so it dries a little quicker, because I don't want it to run into the lip liner too much. And then just pat. Let me do my hair, take out my hair and do it, because I'm not walking around like this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and about to get into this other video I need to do. I just wanted to show you me looking like a human. I actually took those braids out because I was not planning on wearing them around. This is the final outcome. What did we learn from that video? I should not be doing my makeup or anyone else's. But I may give you another one of these because it was like an epic fail. I'm gonna learn how to do it one day. I'm gonna get ready with you guys. I hope you enjoy this video.